Thanks for waiting. I'm back again. As promised, I wanted to show you how I plan my build. So, for instance, we take the Brian's Eclipse from Fast and Furious. Well, let's lift up the tripod a bit. There you go, so you can see it. And actually, I'm going to move the tripod back a bit, back to where I planned to use it in the first place, on top of the box, pointing at the table. So hopefully you're able to see everything. So you have the model kit instruction guide here. And so, and the good thing about Revel, they have table of contents. It shows the name of each part, so you can learn about cars at the same time. And it also has a color legend. Now, when I was deployed, I thought, okay, use the hobby color converter and use the color legend to find out what each color is. But you can see, when the model's completely built, you can see how colorful it is. But all those colors have a purpose. So for instance, the A is highlighted in yellow because I've identified the spray paint. It's paint prepped. And what I do is I use a silver Sharpie on, say, a part number. So when I'm preparing a number of parts for painting, and I want them all to be the same color, I highlight in silver Sharpie the part number. Oh, I gotta turn it around. Ah, there we go. See, one's already done. See? You can see the silver Sharpie. That way, I know, okay, everything with the silver Sharpie on it across all the sprue trees, because there could be 5 or 6, paint that, say, light gray. And then once those parts are painted, they go back in the box. I mark it on the guide. So let's say everything for letter A. And then I go for the next color, say G, and I do the same thing. And I usually start with a color that's on the first step, so that by the time I've got to, say, step, what's the final step in this one? Before assembly. Let's say I get to the final step of painting, which for this one was, there we go, see? Step 19, steel. Once I get to step 19 and I've done the final color steel, the first parts I painted, say aluminum, are already dry. I can start assembling the engine while I'm waiting for other parts I spray painted to dry. And I do the same with the decals. I go step by step, and then you can see the close-up of what Brian's Eclipse looks like. When it's all decaled and all painted, I use the light green, and I went over it with the candy lime green from Tamiya because I wanted to get that yellowish effect from the DVD cover. And this car, you can see the license plate right there. This car also has an opening hood. I had to trim the tabs a bit. Just a second here. Careful, careful. Don't want anything to get... Ooh, let's do this. There we go. There you go. The tab's held. And you can see all the parts of the engine, including whatever that was. So give me 1 minute. Oh, that was a headlight cover. That's easy enough. I can just glue that. Just give me 1 second. Well, you're going to get to see me do a little bit of model work here because I have to glue the piece that came off back onto the light. Now, it has 2 little pegs. So for this fine work, I'll use the Tamiya extra thin cement. So I'll just dab a little bit in the holes only. Don't want to get the orange gluey. And then do a little bit of glue on the inside tabs. There you go. Keep my fingers out of the way. And then let's see, the orientation towards the center. So it should go like this, go like that, glued in, give it time to settle, and that works. And then for the thicker parts, I use the extra, the stronger Tamiya cement. And I always have the toothpicks for guiding decals into place. I have the decal solution, Microsol, Microset, for decals that won't fit into place. And I always have an old container that I use not only for rinsing my paintbrushes, but also for the decal water. And there was one other thing I forgot to show you.